Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. In today's lecture, we are going to solve this problem: longest subarray with equal number of zeros and one. Okay, so you are given an array that contains only zeros and ones. You have to find length of the longest subarray with equal number of zeros and one. Okay, so let's see that what we have to do here. Okay, so we have to return what? We have to return the longest subarray which is having equal number of zeros and one. Okay, so let's say we are talking about some subarray like this. So in this subarray you can see that total number of 1 are 2 and total number of zeros are 2. So we just have to return the longest subarray which is having equal number of zeros and 1. Okay, so fine. So now how we will be doing this question? Okay, so what we will be doing here? We will be finding the sum one by one. Okay, see what we'll be doing here. We'll be finding the sum. Okay, and we'll be treating as 0 as -1 and 1 as proper 1. Okay, so why we are doing this? See, and we'll be finding the sum. Whenever I'm at 0, I'm going to update my sum with -1. Then whenever I'm at 1, I'm going to update with my sum with +1. Okay, then it will be 0. So when again I am at 0, I'm going to treat it as -1. Fine. Yeah, so that's how we are going to do this. Why? Let's see why we are doing this. Okay, let's say till this, if my sum was, let's say, x, whatever, let's say my sum was 2, and till here also, let's say it's just imagination, don't read this 1 plus 1 is 2, we are treating 0 as 1. Okay, so till here, or where, let's say till here the sum was also 2, because there are a lot of zeros and a lot of ones, so we are treating 0 as -1 and out. So okay, so when these sum are equal, see, when these sum are equal, we can say very confidently that this amount of subarray, that means this subarray is having equal number of zeros and one. This is just abstraction. I'm just telling you that why we are doing this, that if this subarray sum is 2, and if this subarray is also the sum of this subarray is also 2, then this subarray will be having equal number of zeros and 1. Why? Because we are treating zeros as -1 and 1 as 1, so this will be cancelling out each other. Okay, so this is the basic idea. So let's talk about that, actually why this is happening. Okay, so what we'll be doing here, we'll be creating a map here. Fine, and in this map what actually is happening, we'll be putting sum as key and the value as index. Okay, index, that where this sum is coming. Okay, so see what we'll be doing here. I'm just writing here that yeah, sum as key and index as value. Fine, so let's see that what actually happening. Okay, so let's say this is my map. Okay, so let's say this is my map, and I am going to, first of all, what I am going to do, I'm going to I'm going to put 0, that means 0 sum at the index -1. You'll see why I am doing this. Okay, so this index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so and my 0 is at -1, let's say, because initially the sum is 0 only now, so I just put 0 at -1. Why I'm putting at this at -1, you will know, you just wait. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm going to wait, so I'll be writing here, I'll be considering 0 as -1 and 1 as 1. Fine, and let's say this is my map here. Okay, so again wait, so yeah, so this is my map here. Okay, and my 0 is at -1 index. I'll be telling you why. Okay, so I'm considering 0 as -1. Fine, so what will be in my map? -1, that means 0 -1, that will be equal to -1, and -1 is coming in my map very first time, so I'm going to increase it. I'm just going to write it as 1 here. Okay, -1, and I'm going to update its value. Fine, yeah, so now I'm at 1. Okay, so I am going to update my value. So my sum is what? My sum is -1, so -1 plus 1, that is 0. Okay, 0. So 0 is already present in my map. Okay, and its frequency is what? Its frequency is -1. Okay, so what I will be doing here, whenever I get any sum that is present already in my map, so what I am going to do here, I am going to subtract its index. Sorry, I'm going to subtract whenever this sum came, I'm going to subtract this index with my with the value of my value. Okay, with the value of the sum which is present in my map. Okay, that's why. So what actually is happening, what if I get 0 here, that means if I get 0 here and previous also there was 0, so the length must be like this. Okay, and see, you can see here that the 0 was present here, right? See, the 0 was present here, and after this I have already told you this, that if some subarray is size of this, okay, and another is of size this, and we are getting equal number of we are getting here equal sum, then this subarray, that means this subarray must be having equal number of 0 and 1. You can see that 0 is 1 and 1 is having also 1. Why? Because it will be subtracting, that it will be cancelling out the sum. Okay, fine. Yeah, so here you can see that why we have done this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to here this is my subarray, and I'm going to update its value, and the length was 2, and what is the length actually? This index, that means I minus what, the value which was present against the sum in the map. Okay, that means minus 1. I is what? I is 1 here, so 1 minus of minus 1 is what? It's 2. So, and actually the length is 2. Fine, so that's why we have done this. Yeah, so I have updated my value. Okay, so let's now go to the another one. Okay, so now I am at here, so now I am here. So what I am going to do, I am going to just update my sum. So my sum will be what, 1. So 1 came here first time, so I have to do nothing here, so I have to just update the value, and 1 came first time, so I am going to update this index also. Index is this one. Okay, and my 0 was at minus 1, and my minus 1 was at 0. Fine, and my 1 is at 2. Yeah, yes. So see, so now I just have to do what, my 1 is at 2. Yeah, that's fine. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see the other one. Okay, I'm going to update my value. Okay, so 1 plus 0 is what? Sorry, and we are treating 0 as minus 1, right? Yeah, so it's minus 1, so again I get some 0. Okay, and 0 is already present in the map. Okay, so I am going to do what, I am going to see the value of I, and I'm going to check the value of my sum's value, and I'm going to just subtract them. Okay, so 3 minus of minus, that is 4, and you can see that from here, that means this was a subarray. Okay, here we get, okay, in between this was sum, and this was some subarray, and in between this subarray you can see that equal number of 0 and 1 are present here. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract 3 with minus 1, that will be equal to 4, and you can see that actually 4 is the length of this, and you can see 0 is coming 2 times and 1 is also coming 2 times, so equal number of zeros and 1 are here. So I'm going to update my subarrays, that is 0 1 0, that is 4. So I have just updated the value 4. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go further. Okay, so now it's 1, so I'm going to add it a 1. So 1 is already came. Okay, so now it's at 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check whether 4 minus 2, whenever the same thing came, that means same sum came, then I have to just update my value. If it's greater, it means 4 minus 2 is what I'll be getting here, this. Okay, so I got what? I got this subarrays till this time. Okay, till this subarray I got the answer 1. Okay, and now what I'm doing, till here I am getting I am getting my sum 1. Okay, so after subtracting this subarray, that means this will be getting the two equal number of zeros and 1. Okay, I have already explained you. Okay, so you can see here that this much subarray 0 and 1 having the same value, but it's not important for us, because the value 4 minus 2 is 2, and which is less than obviously 4, and previous value was 4, so we are not going to update it. Okay, so we are treating 0 as minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so 0 has came earlier, so what we will be doing, 5 minus of minus 1, that is 6. So now 6 length is updated. Now I'm not going to write these subarrays, I'm just going to update the values. Now the value is what? Value is 4, value is 6 right now. Okay, 6 length. You can see from here till here total number of zeros 1 2 3, 1 2 3, zeros and 1 are equal. Fine. Yeah, so after this what we are going to do, we are going to check for another one. Okay, now my answer will be minus 1, and minus 1 was present here already. Okay, so it was at what index? Wait, minus 1. It was at what, it was as minus 1 index, and my index is right now 6. So 6 minus wait, what happened? Wait, so the answer is minus 1 here, and minus 1 is at index what? Yes, minus 1 is at index 0. So 6 minus 0 is what? 6. So we already get the answer 6 here, so there is no need to update it. And you can see that this much of a subarray, it means this subarray equal number of ones, 1 is 3 times and 0 is also 3 times, fine. So yeah, yes. So now we are going further here. So what we'll be doing here, see. So when 1 came, so here I'm getting answer 0. Okay, sorry, 0. Yeah, 0, because minus 1 plus 1 is what, 0. So you can see from here that 0 has came already this time. Okay, minus 1. Okay, so what we'll be doing here, we'll be checking that 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3. Yeah, so what we'll be doing here, we'll be checking that 0 has already came here. Okay, minus 1 is here. We are going to check. Okay, so you can see that from here till here, number of zeros 1 2 3 4, and ones are 1 2 3 and 4. That means the length will be fine. So length is what, 7 minus of minus 1, that is length is right now 8. Okay, so I'll be updating my answer to 8. Okay, so now I'm going to check here minus 1. So minus 1 was already here and it's 0 here, so I'm going to check 8 minus 0 is 0, and there is no need to update it, because we already have 8 answer, and I'm going to end this for loop. Okay, so this is how we have to do this question. Let's code this out, then you will be getting a better picture of this question. Fine, it's very easy. Let's code this. Yes, so let's code this out. Firstly, what we have to do, initially what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a hash map. Okay, so here keys will be what, keys will be of integer type, because sum is present in that means indices are present in front of some, keys are sum, and indices are what, indices are value. Fine, yeah. So this is my hash map, and I'm going to name it as map, new hash map. Yeah, so I'm going to have sum equals to 0, because I have to update now. So first of all, what I'm going to do here is, see, so map dot put, I am going to put my 0 against minus 1 indices. Fine, because we have to create the we have to check the length also now. Yeah, so here what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to iterate, right? So plus one more thing, I'm going to initialize sum as 0, and I'm going to have some length which is also 0, because I have to update this length. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to iterate it. Okay, so int I equals to 0, I less than my array dot length. Okay, yeah. So here what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to update my sum. Yes, so if my array of I equals to 0, then I'm going to treat it as what, as minus 1 sum. Okay, so I'm going to treat it as minus 1, so my plus equal to what, minus 1. Fine, yeah. And else what I'm going to do, as it is 1, so I'm going to treat it as what, 1. Fine, yeah, it's also right. Yeah, so what I'm going to do after this, now I have updated my sum. Now I'm going to see if my map is having this sum or not. Okay, map dot contains key and sum. If it's correct, that means what we are going to do is, we are going to update my length. Okay, my length, which is equal to math dot max of what, length, and whatever my indices is. Okay, so map dot sorry, I minus, first of all, let's calculate my index. Wait, int idx equals to what, map dot get whatever my sum is. Now I'm having access to my index, whatever index was there in front of my sum. Okay, so now I'm to calculate with this. Okay, now I have minus 30 and I have updated it. Okay, else what I'm going to do here is, as if this sum is not present in the map, then I'm going to do what, I'm going to put map dot put whatever the sum is, against it I'm going to put 1. Yeah, so here I have done this thing also. And at last what I'm going to do, I just have to return my length. Okay, this was it. Let's try to run this. So this was a very easy question, no big deal. Let's see if there are any errors. No, there are no errors. It's submitted, it's accepted. Okay, so let's see if we are submitting. Okay, some test cases are getting failed. Let's see what actually is happening. 76, expected was 62, and input was okay, some input was there, fine. So let's see that where we are, where we have done the mistake. In sum was 0, length equals to 0. I have put this, fine, and array dot length I plus plus, fine. If equal to 0, then I am treating it as -1. Else what I'm going to do here, I'm going to increase it, fine. So if it's containing it, what I am doing, I am getting my index, and I am plus plus one more thing I'm not doing here. What? I'm not updating it now. I'm not no, it's fine. Wait. Yeah. So actually our mistake was here. See, sum we have to put I. We have to just put index now, whatever I. So I mistakenly here put one. Okay, so let's now try to submit this. Okay. So let's see if now it's working or not. It should work. Yes, now it's working. Okay, so this was a very easy question, right? So this was no big deal for us, and I hope so that you understood this question. And if you're having any doubt, please watch this video again. And if you like the video, please hit the like button and please share and subscribe our channel. Okay, guys. So take care till then. We'll be meeting in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. See ya.